Hello, everybody. And we just want to say a really warm welcome to you all today to today's lecture with Grandmaster Mantak Chia. And he's going to be talking about how to transform fatigue and emotional stress into vitality with just 10 minutes of daily Qigong. So let me introduce Grandmaster Mantak Chia to you. So he is the founder of the Universal Healing Tao System. He has been teaching for over 40 years. He's the author of more than 60 books. He's the only person to be awarded the Qigong Person of the Year award twice. He's featured as the most spiritually influential person on many of these lists. He's a true legend of Qigong and a true Taoist master, and we are so lucky to be able to access his teachings in this lifetime. So I would like to say hi to Master Chia.
Hello. Hi.
Chia. Great, lovely to see you and welcome. Great. So Master Chia, we have today many new people joining us. From different parts of the world. I see people saying hi from Serbia and from Lithuania and from Australia and so many different places. And so we just want to maybe just get a little bit more about your early years. I know you started your spiritual journey when you were just 6 years old. And so if you could tell us a little bit about your early years and how you came to, for this to be your life path in terms of teaching the Taoist practice.
That means Thailand and the Chinese community. So they have practice. Like I'm not too far from the park. So when I go to the park, I see them do Tai Chi, do different kind of form, and some people go there and sit and meditate, And I learn, I see them. And also in Thailand, you have so many temples. And I see the monk sit meditation all the time. And when I small, I'm very interested in it. Which different from other children, they just play. So sometimes I like to sit, imitate the monk sit, and that's how I learn. And in the park, in the morning, after they do the Tai Chi, they do the sitting meditation. Yeah. And when I went to Hong Kong study Chinese and English, so that's why I have chance to study with my master. That come from mainland China, and I learned it seems like we have karma, because we have Thai people, a group of people, and everybody talk about this martial art and meditation and Tao master, all these things. And they say, the energy not real, And on the next table, that one person said, you really want to experience energy? I say yes. So he said, I can take you to see my master. So we make appointment next day. And by the time we make appointment, I waiting there, and with I call my senior classmate, and those people don't come, and I the only one person go there, and the master look at me. He said, "You the one that said we have about few people to come." He said, "I don't know. It's me." He said, "Oh, that's good. I'll come." So it's very straightforward. He tell me that you want to feel chi. So why don't you just focus in your abdominal area? And that's all. And he tapped my abdominal and let me focus on it. And that night, he said, if you feel anything, you come back to see me. So I go home, I focus, touch the navel, and and started to focus on it. And after for a while, I feel warm and energy started to move. And that's how I start my journey from that time until now. I still focus on that,
Wow, that's amazing to hear. And I think what's really great is that you seemed like you took to it very naturally. You had this natural interest and followed that. And I guess I'm sure when you teach later on that you'll be able to share that everybody can do this practice. And I'm sure that's how it works with this practice, is that everybody can do that. Is that right?
Yes, because my master actually transmitting the energy. Mm-hmm. And actually I learned how to transmitting it. Okay. So most people that when they are more focused, follow the instruction well, and my instruction also carry energy. And in the basic training also, we help transmit energy for you to feel energy and to practicing it. So that is the Tao practice that I learned. So all the Tao practice I learned is how to have good heart, doing good. All you do is have a good heart and want to do something good. That is the simple part in the Tao. Say, this is the path. You just have a good heart, you have good energy. And you want to do good, want to help people, expect nothing in return. And that is only, sometimes we saw a treaty of the Tao. You have good energy, good heart, good energy. And now you practice this, you have good energy. And that is the very simple. Tao path is very simple.
And I think that's one thing that's really unique about you, Master Chi, is your ability to transmit energy. And I know you're going to share some practices with us soon. But I just wanted to ask you, Master Chia, the last 18 months have been really unprecedented times. We've never gone through this before. People have experienced so much stress, and people are physically drained or emotionally exhausted. And my question for you is it possible to recover energy? And how can Qigong or the inner alchemy practices help people?
When people stress, they put their mind so much outside. When they started to turn inwardly and started to simple smile inside, and they started to aware they are stressed because their mind are so moving, they cannot focus. So usually I tell them to touch the navel and focus. And just focus on the lower abdominal. And when they can focus on it, very quick, the mind can be calmed down, energy settle down. Now they stress. They start to know that they start to control the stress. Yeah. Huh? So when we started to focus in the abdominal area, that is in the Tao, we believe that is the a battery, a power plant also. So when you focus on this area, you get energy power, and energy started to move. With that, you started to have more energy. And the stress, because the more stress is the mind so wandering around, and we scatter and we lose energy. Okay? Oh. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, Master Chia, would you be able to bring us through some practices then to help people with their fatigue and emotional stress? Yeah?
Yes. We like to show you, and you can take something back home. The first step, we like to show you that the stress always starts from the brain and the spinal cord. Because when we think of something, we stress of something, it's transmitting from the brain to the nervous system. And the nervous system goes to the body organs. and a part of the body. Now we feel very stressful. Okay, and stress very affecting the organ. เสียง echo and very affecting the organ. Now, the first step we have to do is how to do the we call simple spinal cord breathing. Okay, because that is the first step. So so very simple. We start with aware your spinal cord. So we're going to inhale, breathing. So when you inhale, exhale. And after that, we're going to add up a golden light and cloudy color when you exhale. You let go, the first part is when you exhale, you exhale cloudy and gray color. When you get the cloudy and gray color in negative energy, and you let them go out, down to the earth. Okay? So we inhale. So you curve your back like this. And when you exhale, you tuck the sacrum, sink your lumbar, and sink your chest. And inhale, breathing in. Golden light into your brain and your spine. Exhale, cloudy and gray color out. So let's do together 9 times. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing. Feel you breathing through your brain and down your spinal cord. Okay. And when you exhale, cloudy and gray color out. Inhale, golden light in. Exhale, cloudy gray color. 6, 8, 9. And rub your hand warm. Cover your sacrum and cranial. And feel nice and warm. And feel energy flow up from the brain down to the sacrum and to the ground. Feel energy. Feel energy flow. And smile. Smile. When you learn how to smile to your brain and learn how to smile to your spinal cord, the stress started to go away. Smile. The inner smile. If you get it, you really know how to control your stress. Okay. So and rest. So if you can do 3 times, it's good. 3 times 9. Okay. So let's do one more. Inhale. I'm doing this way for you. Inhale. 9 times yourself. Count. 1 more time. Cloudy and gray color out. And rest. Feel golden light coming into your brain, down to your spine, and smile and relax. Feel good. Feel nice. When you smile, the stress gone. When you cannot smile, the stress is not there. Stress is there. And when you do the spinal cord breathing, you're opening the pathway, so energy can come in and make you more relaxed and calm, and you feel good. Relax, smile, So this is a simple one. There are many other exercise, but this is simple if you get that. Now, another part that we sit too long in our office or in our working place. So we call a crane neck. A crane neck is good to practice. So crane neck is so you stretch your neck like very long. You stretch your neck long, and you make a circle. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. At least 9 times. Rest and rock your spine. Rest and rock your spine. That's mine. The whole key to counteract your stress is the smile. When you're not smile, you're stressed. When you smile, you're relaxed. That is so simple. But sometimes when we're stressed, we don't know how to smile. So in the Tao say, you need to practice how to smile, okay, and how to let go. So rock and smile. Smile and loosening your neck and loosening your whole spinal cord. Let's do one more time. Crane neck. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 9 times. When you finish, you rest, rock from the sitting bone and smile to your spinal cord. The most, when it's stressed, always is in the spinal cord first, because from the brain passing down to spinal cord. So when you can rock your spine, the spinal cord breathing and the crane neck, and smile. Smile is the key, very simple. Smiling to your brain and smiling to your neck. So you rock, smiling to your neck. Oftentimes when we stress, the neck very tight tension, very tight. But when you rock, you rock your neck. Sometimes we say count your blessing. You count your neck, seven pieces of bone. You count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now, and we have 12 thoracic. So you rock and you count 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. When you can count and rock on the spinal cord, you get rid of the stress. Now 5 pieces of lumbar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You focus in your place that where you are the most stressful is your spinal cord. Your neck, your spinal cord, your lumbar. And when you rock, and this thing you can do it in your sitting, in your table. Okay, we sit too long and we don't move. And with the stretch we get more. And it makes us pain and sick. Because the stress make everything not very good active way and energy blockages. Okay, so that is the when you can and when you do this, you get more energy. Okay, now the Another simple part that we know is abdominal breathing. When you learn how to breathe abdominal breathing, you turn this. The abdominal is where our digestion, our absorption, the sexual organ in below, and here the absorption, and here the digestion. Okay, so the digestion is where it's going to give us more energy, and digestion absorption. Okay. So that is where you're going to be. So when you feel fatigue, you just rub your abdominal for a while. In the Tao, now in the Tao talk about this abdominal many thousand years. Yes, everything is always start from here first. And it's a few years ago, the West discovered that they discovered the best of the best anti-aging process. And all they know, they say, if you can make your digestion, absorption, elimination well, you have anti-aging. That is the same. And the anti-aging in the Tao says, rub them, smiling to it, rub it, feel it warm, and do a simple abdominal breathing. Very simple. And you have more energy because this one is generate energy. So you're transforming the fatigue into vitality. Okay? So you abdominal breathing in out. So you do 9 times or 18 times or 36. So you see? I do 9 times. Now, you touch the navel. When you do 9 times and you touch the navel and you feel inside there warm and nice, and that is beginning the energy we call Qi. And when you feel warm energy in this abdominal area, in the Tao said, this abdominal area, you can store energy. You can store energy there. So when you touch and you are aware of it, so in the Tao where they emphasize that the abdominal area, actually, this is the West discovery we call the willy. The intestinal start from the esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. The construction of the intestine is constructing like a battery. And they can store energy. Now, the West discovered this, but they don't have anything further on for that. But the Tao discovered this thousands and thousands of years. So every time they do, they always rub the abdominal warm and focus in your navel and you feel warm. And after that, you do abdominal breathing. So they do it, that rub 36 times. Rub it clockwise. This is clockwise. We have rub clockwise and counterclockwise. So your palm, you see, you rub it. And you count 9, 4 times, 36. You smile and feel abdominal warm. Now this is the most simple way to transforming the stress, the fatigue into energy. And when you rub 36, you touch the navel and you feel your abdominal warm. So the Tao believe that this is like a battery. When you rub them, it generates electricity. And when you generate electricity, you can store energy in this abdominal area because it's a battery. It's a very big bio battery. So the Tao always says you have to charge. It's just like charging this bio battery. You charge them, but you are charging this with the universe. With the universe, your feet touching the ground, your head touching the heaven, and your dantian is a battery. So earth negative, earth ground Y negative, and the positive Y. When it comes to the abdominal, and this is the battery, it can store energy. So when you rub your abdominal warm 36 times and you touch the navel and you feel warm, nice, warm inside you and nice. Sometimes we call fire burn. Fire burn. So if you do every day, you have energy. And this is real. Every morning is my habit. This is up to 40, 50 years now, 50 years. My teaching is actually now is plus the Thailand and the US and Europe and the world is about 50 years together. And every morning I always do simple. I wake up, I lay down on the bed and touch my navel. That's all. I touch my navel. I focus on it until the energy comes. If I can get my energy warm, and activate, we call the warming the stove. Activate your stove. So you just touch and focus. And oftentimes, my experience is that when I touch and I focus it for a while, I feel some pain. Somewhere I have feel pain, that means some area is not right. So the chi that I have is started to fix and repair that area. So energy is always have intelligence. When the problem, they're fixing it. And when I feel the pain, I think that I say, hey, my chi are fixing me, and I'm very happy. If that day, if I not focus, I don't feel any pain or feel some kind of soreness or painness. And now, if you do every day, very quick, and you started to feel that the pain is not there. So that is the but in a daily time, if you can, just rub it warm, and rub the kidney and the back here. Okay, rub the kidney. So two parts that the Tao over concern that if you make your kidney warm and your abdominal warm, and that is so the dantian is the first battery, or we call first power plant, and the kidney we call the secondary plant, power plant. Okay, so if this one warm and kidney warm, you have very good energy. Very simple also. Just rub the hand warm and rub the abdominal and rub the kidney at the back, and you feel warm. Now you change the fatigue. You're transforming the fatigue into energy. You feel tired, you do it. And the emotional stress that we're talking about is the spinal cord. If you can do if you don't want to stand up, you do the crane neck. And you rock your spine and you smile. And now when your brain relax, your spinal cord relax. Now, when you stress, the most stressful people don't know it is your spine. It's your spine, you don't know it. So if you can just simple you don't have to do too much also. You can do like this, simple. At least 9 times. And rest, rock a little bit, and smile to your spinal cord. Now, that is so simple to get rid of the fatigue, stressfulness. Okay, and when you rubbing this abdominal area. Rub it. When you rub this abdominal area and rub your kidney, kidney. Now, when you do that and you touch the navel, you feel your abdominal warm and you have more energy. You have more energy. When you have more energy and you have to learn how to smile. You have to learn how to smile. You know, so they say when you smile, you're happy. When you're happy, you smile. That's all. Okay? But smile, you can train. Okay? Train to be a genius smile, not salesman smile. A genius, a real, you feel I'm smiling. I'm really smiling. People, when you learn how to, at home in the morning or evening, learn how to smile to yourself, you really get rid of a lot of stressfulness in life. And in your daytime, when you're very stressed, you just smile. If you already practice, you very simple, touch the navel and smile down into the navel or do the crane neck. After that, smile out to the spinal cord and feel your spinal cord warm and nice and relaxed. The stress go away. And it's nearly immediately the stress go away. Okay? And when you fatigue, no energy, rub your abdominal area. Rub it. So when you rub the abdominal area, and all you can do, and after that you do the abdominal breathing. "36 times very quick, and you touch, and you feel warm and nice, and now you have energy." But that is about 5 to 10 minutes. You can really get rid of the your fatigue, and you have get rid of the stress, and you can do that every day. I do it in the morning. I do it in the evening, and very simple, because everybody, we live in a very stressful world. We listen to the news, we already stressed, so stressed, okay, with all the COVIDs, and it never finished yet. It's continue on, and now many people talking about we have to live with the COVID. Okay, live with it. You know, the same thing like the flu. We live with the flu, you know, and we prevent it, and we live with the flu. So that is the if you get this part of inner smile, and the smiling, just turn out to smile, close your eye and smile inwardly. Okay, if you can aware, heart is the part that when you smile and you feel love, joy, and happiness, and you feel love, joy, happiness. Okay, and when you smile. And when you feel more, when you want more energy, rub the abdominal. The hand, it gives energy, electricity, and this is the battery. So when you rub like this, you give abdominal area energy, and that is the battery. Okay, and stress always in the spine, so the spinal cord breathing. You can do this very simple. And I tell you, this is true. I do my practice. I give you the one that I practice, and is still doing it. And definitely, when in a workshop, the Qigong will always. Now, my expert is, I can teach you how to feel energy. I don't know. This is I think that is my specialty now for up to 45 to 50 years. This is my best. But when I learn with my master, he also transmit the energy to me. And for me now, online, I don't know, just guiding you through, people feel energy. And it's so important, but you follow we call the word, the power of the wording. Okay, when I guiding you, the energy are passing to the guiding, and you follow the pattern that I guiding you, the power of the word. Okay, power of energy of the wording. Okay, it passing to you, and when you follow the pattern, you feel energy. And very important, you continue practicing it, keep that energy, and now you have energy. Qigong is my expert, and as we have so in online now we can make it into a series of I gathering all my best Qigong into one season here. We call 4 seasons. So we are transmitting this to you, and the form is not difficult. I don't want too much complicating movement, but every set of Qigong, it generates different kind of Qi and energy. Yeah, and that's what the Qigong are. Okay. So I'm Morana. We have one sound we call the healing sound. We have altogether 6 sounds. Let's do the lung sound that we do. Now we have to really take care of the lungs. You know? And the lung sound like is a snake sound. If you do this sound every day, your lung will be very strong. Okay, very simple. All you do is inhale, exhale. So you see here, like a snake sound, but one long sound only. So when you do this sound every day, three times long, as long as you can, now this sound will activate the lung. And that's what the Tao discovered, that a good organs sound, and that is 5 major organ sound plus the triple warmer sound, so 6 sound. So the lung sound is the good sound of the lung. So sometimes the lung gets sick. When the lung gets sick, they have a bad vibration sound. So when you do this sound, you actually help so let's do the sound. So inhale, exhale, sing your chest, and now breathe in the white light into your lung and do the sound. Cloudy gray color, sick energy from the lung coming out. Inhale. And when you do that, now you feel your lung grow with white light. This sound and the color alone will protecting you. It's really, really protecting your lung and give you a stronger and healthy lung. And the sound is very important because the sound that of healing, the sound that of healing, okay, the sound of healing. Okay. So yes. Okay. Mora, Mora.
Hi there. So thank you so much, Master Chia. I think I was really struck by how simple some of those practices are, but you can really feel it when you do it. So I'd also be interested to know how people found it when they did the practice. So you can share in the comments how you felt as you did it. We'd be interested to know that. And I know you have a Qigong workshop, Qigong series coming up in November. So we can have a look at some of the slides for that. We'll just talk you through a few things. And this Qigong series is amazing for improving energy levels, for your immunity, for a healthier spine, to optimize your health in all ways. So we have a number of different workshops happening. So I know the first one is going to be the inner alchemy basics and the healing love practices, the sexual alchemy. And these are like a prerequisite before you go on to do the other workshops. These are great for, transforming your stress, really looking at the emotions, getting nice and grounded and opening all the energy channels. Then we have the sexual alchemy practices next. And the sexual alchemy is fantastic. Next. Yeah. I know this is you're very famous for teaching the sexual alchemy practices, Master Chia, and this is one of your most popular workshops. So using sexual energy to strengthen your body, mind, and your spirit, how to become multi-orgasmic, working with sexual reflexology, all of that. And then from there, the next workshop that we have, we're moving on then to the craniosacral Qigong workshop and wisdom Qigong. And these are really interesting because you start to work with the kind of major energy pumps and working more with your nervous system. The wisdom Qigong is amazing for increasing the brain power. And we're just flying through some of these. You can check out all of these on the website. I know our team will post that in the chat. The next one we have is stem cell Qigong and 5-element Qigong. Right. And these are really good at working, particularly on a cellular level when you come to work with the stem cell Qigong. Really important that you already have done the basics going into these. And then also just for our physical health and stimulating the immune system as well when you're doing the 5-element Qigong. And then we have Dantian Qigong, which is really great for centering and grounding. We have our whole schedule there. Then we also have Dao Yin and we have cosmic healing as well. So Master Chia, just in your own words, can you share with us, for people who join the Qigong series, what benefits can they expect to get as they go through the program or through the series?
You know, the Qigong is Qigong is the is the internal work and with the movement. Okay, so that is why, and there plus the inner meditation. Sometimes we call a moving meditation. So the Qigong that is focused on the energy, and when you move you feel energy. So the first step we act always, the whole form is always the Dantian have to have fire. And the second one is the palm. You know, the palm, you have to learn out the negative and positive energy, negative, positive. And when you generate negative, positive, like a motor, negative generate electricity. And that's what the Qigong is. Qigong is you're able to get the energy from outside and move this energy into us. Yeah, we have a big storm coming in, so that's why. But you still can hear me because we have backup power coming back very, very soon. So the whole key is that once you get the negative, positive in the palm, it generates qi and energy. And when you started to do the form, it enhances the power. Okay.
Right. Okay, great. We also have some bonuses coming up. So if people want to join the program, they can get a bonus. So we have 20% off over the next 48 hours. So you can, book in through the website. And also, we have some ebooks as well. So we have a slide for our bonuses. And so we also have a free ebook. So if you book by midnight tonight, you'll also get a craniosacral Qigong, an ebook, and then we also have a video of a 30-minute Qigong morning exercise that you can do, and that's yours to keep forever. So some really nice bonuses there, and enjoy that 20% off. And then as you go through the series, we also have our schedule. In the morning, you also get a bonus Qigong class every morning with one of our senior instructors. People really enjoy that. We also have live Q&A with Master Chia every day, twice in the day, where you can do like a video Q&A with Master Chia. And right now, we're going to give it a little shot now where we're just going to answer some of your questions. I know everybody is so curious to get more wisdom from Master Chia and hear what he has to say. So I'm going to call out some of your questions. And I know one thing about Master Chia is that he really, really loves answering people's questions, and he always tries to get to everybody. So we'll do our best to get to as many questions as possible. So Master Chia, are you ready to answer a few questions? You are?
Yes.
Great. Okay. So this is a great question that's come in. Somebody is asking how to be motivated to do the practice regularly. Oftentimes it's easier to be entertained by TV. You don't have to do any practice. You just sit down and watch TV. So how can you stick with the practice? Do you have any advice on that?
The first thing, you follow the workshop first to get some energy. Energy is chi. And after that, when you feel energy, you have more energy to motivate you to do things. When people are watching TV, the TV saps our energy and you're so exhausted. You don't want to do anything. But I watch TV. Sometimes I also watch movie. Why not? But sometimes I watch the movie and I do my Qigong or do my practice, I just do it. And you train yourself to do, like sometimes just doing Qigong, you don't need much focus, but you can watch it. And that is, if you meditate, definitely you want more quiet part. Yeah. The Qigong part is you can do it anytime. And you just have to make a habit, I have to do it. 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day, you feel the energy and you have more energy. And if you experience that when you spend 5 minutes and you have more energy, you do more now.
Fantastic. I love that tip of doing Qigong while you're watching a movie or having a stretch. Brilliant. Okay, so we have a few more questions in here. Can we do warming the battery lying on a bed?
Yes. You can do, when you lay down on the bed, you can rub your abdominal, you touch the navel and focus in the navel and feel the navel warm. Because the doubt always regarding this is a battery. So when you rub it or you focus on it, we call charging the battery. Okay? And this is I have to do it every day. Every morning I do it. And now when I touch here, energy come, and I wait until the energy come, light come. And different light coming in, and I just let it come by itself, don't do anything. I don't do anything at all. I just let the light come, different kind of light coming, that's all. And when I say I have enough light, my cell, my brain, my cell get the light, and that's all finished. That's all. Very simple. And that's all. Now, when you get this focus on the energy, yeah.
Great. Okay, so another question. How can I make energy move smoothly when it's stuck sometimes in the lower back?
Now, sometimes people have sickness or problem or we call blockages. And the qi, when you start Tan Tian Qi, okay, so sometimes I don't feel warm. So the simple, easy way, get a hot water. So please drink the hot water. very slow. Drink it hot water, and after that you feel warm inside you. Okay, especially in a cold country in the morning, drink a hot water. Slowly, little sip. After that, you rub and gather the heat in the dantian. Now you started to get the dantian fire. We call activate the dantian fire.
Okay, great. Thank you, Master Chia. So another question, Master Chia, somebody who is with us today has said that they had cancer in their intestine and had their duodenum and half the pancreas taken away. And I guess they're just wondering how they can do the practice, or maybe this kind of abdominal practice, how they can do that with this.
I asked this question to my master before, and he said he don't know much about this modern kind of sickness, but cancer is, he know that cancer is our own cells, but it turned to be our like a traitor. It's from inside. Okay, so the whole key is that if you have enough chi and you smile to them and you want them to be coexisting, you say, hey, if you keep on doing, you're sending love and smiling to them, and people, I have more and more people now have cancer. They just simple smiling and Qigong practice. They started to feel the improvement and testing the cancer counting and everything, and they're better. The thing is that the way that we are doing now is we're fighting them, we're killing them, and they become our enemy. But cancer is always there, waiting for us to trigger them up. Okay, so I believe that if whatever you do already, you can add up this inner smile and smiling to them, and keep on talk to them that hey, we are the same. It's the same cells. Okay, but they turn into a traitor. They turn to another and go against us. So if we can smile to them and talk to them, we have to be coexisting, not fighting and killing each other. And people see that this one worked that way.
Thank you so much for that. We have another question here, and there's still more coming in. So somebody is saying, when I yawn when I do spinal cord exercises or breathing work. Why is that?
That's good, because yawning is get rid of some kind of stagnant energy out of the body. Okay, so when you do it in the beginning, you do it, you yawning or belching. Some people belch. I belching. I do any Qigong in the morning. I belch. I always belch. And when I belch a few times, I say I'm good. I'm very good today. I belching is my favorite in the morning when I do the practice and the Qigong and everything. And I know that I get rid of the gas trapped in the body out. Yeah.
Great. One more question, Master Chia. So should we stand with our feet on the ground without shoes when we're charging the battery? When you're outside on the ground? Master Chia? So we're just waiting for Master Chia to rejoin us. Yeah, there you are. I'm not hearing you, Master Chia, just to let you know. So we can take just a little moment now. If you want to share your feelings after doing the practice, you can pop them there in the chat, and we'll be back with Master Chia in a moment. We're really curious to know how you found doing the practices, so you can just write it there in the chat for us.
Hello, Maura. Can you hear me?
Yes, Master Chia, we hear you now.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah,
no
sorry, because we have big storm the whole afternoon.
Okay, I don't see you though yet. There you are.
Okay, you see me?
Wonderful.
Okay.
I see you now. Great.
So just now the question, can you repeat the question again?
The last question I had was, oh yeah. So should we stand with our feet on the ground without shoes when we're charging the battery if we go outside and stand on the ground?
For me, when I go outside, I don't care about that. Okay, and the shoe usually I wear rubber shoe. Yeah, I mean in the Tao practice, they always like to be connecting with the earth. Okay, but for me, when you practice to one level, your mind connecting with it, so it's not matter now. Yeah. So when you practice standing and you feel, and when you extend your, so the way they do is when you stand and you squat down a little bit and you feel energy extending down to the ground. You keep on feel that you're extending energy down to the ground. Now you're connecting with the earth.
Okay, great. That's wonderful to hear. So another question that we have is, somebody said, I have fibromyalgia, like muscle pain, chronic fatigue, insomnia, and other symptoms. Can this help me to regain my energy? The Qigong series.
Yes. The whole Tao said, we forget our battery. That's the whole key. You said you have a very expensive $1 million car, but the battery not good. That's all. I don't know. You run for a while and the battery die. And you have no battery. That's all simple. $1 million car, use, but battery not good. Now we already talking about this abdominal area, and that this abdominal area lie a battery. Feedback now. We have this abdominal, it's like battery. We can charge them with electricity, and that is the major key. So if you know energy and if you focus on fatigue, you focus on pain, muscle pain, but you don't focus on the battery. You can make your car very beautiful, but the battery not good. So abdominal breathing, rub your abdominal, make your battery charge, and you have more energy, and you not feel fatigue.
I love that explanation, Master Chi, of the car.
No, sir.
And it just, makes it so easy to understand. So thank you for sharing that. We have a question. Somebody is asking for premenstrual problems. with their periods, kidney pain, pain in the lumbar stomach. Can it relax us and ease the pain? And is it recommended to do Qigong when you have your periods?
Usually, we don't do much movement in the Qigong in the period area, especially a first few days of heavy period. We just don't do it, just have a rest. And after that, when the blood coming out lesser, when the meditation comes out lesser, you can start to do some simple, more meditation, more sitting quietly to help this period go too faster.
Okay, great. We still have more questions coming in. Are you happy to answer a few more?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Great. Okay.
ไม่ได้ยินนะ Hello ไม่ได้ยิน
So
Go ahead, yeah.
Go ahead, yeah.
So if somebody says if they can't stand up due to knee weakness, they have bad knees, can they get the same benefits if he does the exercises sitting?
Yes, or they can stand out.
Or they can stand out without bending.
Just little bit only.
Just little
They
bit.
have to train to stand,
They have
but
to train to stand, but
not bend too much.
Okay. Great. Let's see what else. We have so many questions. I'm trying to pick out the ones that will be useful for everybody to hear. Oh yeah, during the pandemic, a lot of people report that they cannot sleep very well. So what exercises do you recommend for that?
They cannot sleep very well because they don't do much exercise. If you do some exercise, indoor jogging, or do some
exercise.
I can
hear you. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. I hear you, Master Chia. Yeah.
Okay. So when you need to do some Qigong or simple sitting, quiet meditation or sequencing sound, you have to do something. Otherwise, you cannot sleep well because you don't have light activity before work or something like that make you exhausted or tired, and you can sleep well. So don't sleep in the daytime. I cannot hear.
Okay, so no naps during the day, right?
I cannot hear. Hello, Mora?
Yes, I can hear you, Master Chia. Can you hear me?
What problem? Mara?
Yes, Master Chia, can you hear me?
Go ahead, ask any other question.
Yeah, so that one you were saying, make sure you don't nap during the day, right?
Yeah, if you get because so COVID, we don't go out, so and sometimes we tend to don't rest too much and like sleep, like you sleep and at night you cannot sleep well. Exercise. Or
Okay, let's take another couple of questions. We still have a lot of people with us who are interested to hear more. If somebody has a hernia, can they do Qigong?
See the how serious the hernia. Okay, because Qigong sometimes you do a lot of pelvic floor, and sometimes you put Qi down. But the hernia now is a very simple operation, not a big. Usually you go there, after that, one or 2 or 3 hours, you go back home immediately. Right? Hernia is something that nowadays the technology is so simple, and you can after that you when they repair it, you can do anything you want.
Okay, another question, Master Chia. How do you heal the heart?
The heart.
Mhm.
You said the heart.
Yeah, the heart. Yeah, the heart.
Yeah, but there's so much thing they have to more specify. The heart, the most simple, easy to heal is smile to the heart. That's all. That is the first step in the practice in the Tao, and you're going to practice every day, every day, every day. So the first step we call aware your heart and smiling to your heart. That's the first step. Okay? And when you learn how to turn inwardly and smile to the heart, you started to feel that, oh, my heart jumped too fast, my heart have some emotional. So you need to smile more, make your heart calm, relax, and not impatient, not hatred. Yeah, not impatient. Yeah.
Great. Okay. Master Chi, you talked about feeling the power of the light. How does somebody feel that power?
The light is fire. Okay, light is actually we said like the Einstein talk about light is love. Love is light. Okay, so light like fire, it gives the power. So love itself, when people doing good and love other people, expect nothing in return, that is the power of the heart. Or we call in the Tao say this is the way of the heaven.
Okay, wonderful. So interesting. And I know many people experience that with you, Master Chia. I know many people experience that with you when they are on the workshops with you. They experience this light and the energy transmission that you're able to do. So we've heard that from hundreds of students who really enjoy being in your presence. And when I say in your presence, I also mean by being in your presence online as well. So that's amazing. Okay, so we'll do maybe one more question. And then let's see, we have a few more. What about, someone is asking how to remove hot flushes and the effects of the menopause. What workshop?
We in the sick hearing sound, we have people that doing like the heart. Actually, they're doing. I tell them to do all the sick hearing sound. The sick hearing sound actually can get rid of a lot of excess energy in the organs. So that's why, especially the heart sound and the lung sound. Yeah, two sound. Actually, there are three. Liver also hot, heart also hot, and lung. So three sound. If they do the sick hearing sound and make the heart and liver cool down, many people report that they can have much lesser hot flash that way, and the orbit, moving the orbit. Yeah.
And it's incredible how we have that ability to heal ourselves. You know, that inner, we talked before about the inner pharmacy. So it's really incredible. It's very empowering, actually, when women can experience that, who are experiencing those symptoms. So that's amazing. We have another question about how to heal ringing in the ear.
Ringing in the ears, if the mechanical in the eardrum, that is very difficult, but it's something not very clear. So usually in the Tao, we have ear exercise, and here and pull out like that. Okay, And after that, you focus the blue light in the throat because the throat and ear are connecting. So you charge the whole eardrum and the whole ears, the whole ear mechanical into blue light. And that will help charge, help really heal the ringing in the ear. Yeah.
Great.
It can help.
Okay, is it better to sleep on the right side or the left side?
Left side is the important part. When they sleep, you turn left in the beginning. Very important, because when you turn left, that's where the stomach are used to flow that way. If you sleep on the right side, the stomach overturn that way, especially when people eat late or when you sleep there, you sit on the right side, and the whole stomach go this way, pushing against the liver. Okay, so that's why when in the beginning you go to sleep, you go on the left hand side, and that is the way the stomach can do it, because sometimes we still have some food undigested, intestine, everything. Okay, so after that you sleep, the body will turn to right or whatever is okay now. Okay, only in the beginning. Some people, when you turn to the left side and sleep, it belching immediately, because when the stomach go that way, it puts out the gas out like that, and you belch. And after you belch, you can sleep much better, because the gas make us have not sleep well and have nightmare. The gas pushing up on the chest.
Okay, thanks, Master Chia, for sharing that. Another question, do parasites react to Qigong? So can you use Qigong to get parasites?
The parasite react to violet light. And that is written down very clear in the Tao text, many thousand years. Yeah, they very strongly react. So in the Tao text, they're talking so much about, we call three parasites. Three, and they're eating us slowly. So in the olden time, they try to also avoid the grain. Grain and sugar. That's what they need, grain and sugar. So they try to avoid the sugar and the grain and don't feed them. But in the practice, in the Tao, they always have violet light killing them. And now we know that in the Western medicine, they're using violet light in so many things now. And I look at all the SIM card that we do, we need violet light. We need the violet light to make the SIM card. That's the biggest business in this world now, the SIM card. Or not the SIM card, like the IC, so all the SIM and all these things, it need the violet light. So the violet light, so in the Tao practice, the first step we learn, I help you activate the violet light. And that's my practice. Every day I feel the violet light come. That's it. And when I see the violet light, that means today I'm okay. That's all. It comes by itself now. Yeah, you don't have to do much anything.
Wonderful. Master Chu, we have a question about osteoporosis, and this maybe relates a little bit towards menopause as well. It's a woman, Sylvia, is asking, and she's saying that many women experience osteoporosis. So can Qigong actually help with that?
Yeah, we have many set of Qigong that doing the heating. Doing the heating, we call bamboo heating and a steel heater. Okay, so this one especially for the bone. You need to exercise. The whole key about is we don't have anything to exercise the bone much. Walking, you can. When you walk, the bone started to move. Okay, walking. And hitting all the bone will strengthening the bone to absorb more calcium. And that is what the Tao know. Okay, because it's the bone and bone marrow. Because this one involved with bone and bone marrow. So in the whole Qigong, there's so many set of Qigong is always have hitting. So that's why we need to have this, we call the bamboo hitter, or some people want to upgrade into the steel hitter. If you want your bone to strong, hit them every day. Hit them, okay? And you make your bone strong. Otherwise, the bone will not getting strong and calcium cannot go in.
Okay. Another question, Master Chi. Sleep is a very popular topic. So someone is asking, why do I wake up tired in the morning after a night of 6 to 7 hours of sleep?
The whole key is very interesting. The Tao talk about so long ago, okay? They say you don't sleep over 7 hours. Don't sleep. If you sleep up to 7.5, you get short life. Every half hour you go up too much, your life are shorter because you get more exhausted and short life. Life are shortened. Okay, so normal sleep, if you set a time and at 7 hours and you wake up, no matter how you exhausted, don't just wake up and do anything and take some nap in the afternoon, not long, very short nap. That's all. So the longer we sleep, the shorter life we get. The shorter sleep, we also get a shorter life also. Average sleep, 6 to 7 hours, that is the best for us. So the longer you sleep, the more exhausted you get.
And so, Master Chi, is it okay to have a nap during the day then? Do you think that's like
yes,
a nap?
just 10,
not a long sleep.
20 or half an hour nap, yes.
Okay, but not like a long sleep in the afternoon, just a short nap.
No, when you long sleep, you cannot sleep at night now.
Okay. Fascinating. Let's see, we'll take, I think, one more question. I've been saying that for a while, but there's just so many interesting questions coming in. I know we have somebody asking, how do you induce or take in the violet light? Is that something, I think you teach that on the basics, the first weekend, the Inner Alchemy basics, is that right?
Yes. Since I'm teaching nearly 40 years, in the beginning, we don't know anything about that. But I always teach about the violet light because my master talking about light. The master talk about the violet light. And so in the whole Tao, there's so many literature talking, describe this violet light and everything. And when I study with my master, the first thing he's transmitting to me is the violet light. That's all. So violet light, and now after the European spent 28 billion, not 28 billion, not million. Okay, testing in Geneva. Okay, the bottom, and the testing the final after 28 billion dollars euro spent. All the testing is this violet light picture. That's all. So this picture actually cost 28 billion euro. And it proved that the whole universe, dark, is a dark violet light. And the Tao talk about the violet light is the alchemical fire. And that's what the whole Tao practice, inner alchemy, is based on this alchemical fire. And now I started to understand, because the darker the violet light, the higher the force. You see, the E equal mc square. C square means the twice the speed of light. It turned to a normal fire. Now, when the dark violet light, and I don't know, I asked when I in the Geneva and I do the I asked them that's what the what is the speed of the violet light, and nobody answered because that's where they do a lot of testing over there. And after that, they said no. Now one person they said, Master Chia, maybe 3 million the light square, C square. 3 million. That is very high. So it's so high we call the light go through us. The light go through us. So that's why that is the violet light. And the down is, but the first step I teach you is the violet light. And I help you transmitting the violet light. If you open it more, you receive it, you get it. Yeah. And violet light is a wisdom light. Okay. You get immediately, you practice for a while, you get a lot of wisdom because the whole brain, you charge them with violet light. So we have so much practice for this. That's where the major alchemy practice.
So, Master Chia, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom. And I know you absolutely love answering people's questions, and you are an absolute fountain of knowledge. And just to remind everybody that Master Chia does these live Q&As where you can talk like how I'm talking to him now, come on video, and he answers your personal questions live during the workshops. I know the Qigong series is such an exciting program. There's so many different elements to it. So Master Chia, just go back to you for the final closing. If you just want to just do a little invite to everybody who's here, if they want to join us in November, I'll just leave it with you.
You know, the Qigong, we also have certified because Qigong is very simple. You learn 1 or 2 Qigong form and you're practicing it, you feel you are good and you can certify for that. And it's a very simple part. And it's so good to teach people and you learn. I learned so much, I gained so much knowledge of this now because I teach and people ask me questions and I learn from the question and I teach. So that is why learning Qigong and is another art that you can really learn it and can be certified. And it's very simple certified to be a Qigong, alchemy Qigong. So the Qigong that you learn, you have to learn. It's not a normal, not just a normal Qigong. Believe me. And the Qigong that you learn is much more effective part that you can learn from there. And I hope that you can join us in the Qigong series. It's very simple. You can learn 1 or 2 or 3 pairs, or you can sign up for all, and you choose which one. And you can choose one of Qigong that you want. Okay, so that is very important part that I hope you can join us on the pick up one that you think that you want to be. Okay. Thank you. So hope all of you, see all of you, and hope that if you cannot join, what you learned this today about how to transform the fatigue and stress, that is very useful for you. Take home and practicing it. Thank you. See all of you. Remember that we have the bonus for today. We have bonus that if you have 48-hour bonus if you like to study. Okay. Thank you. ถึงเวลาพูดนะกล้องเลยเวลาพูดนะมันกล้องไปเลยอันนี้มันเข้ามาในนี้หมด คือพูดไม่ได้เลยพูดแล้วมันก้องเข้าไปในหูหมดเลยโอเคเดี๋ยวผมไปห้องน้ำเดี๋ยวนี้เดี๋ยวเริ่มประชุมละ